Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. You got this going on with your Fletches? Well, this is what this video is about, is to possibly fix them. Okay, now this is a how-to video, obviously, but there is a way to straighten these things out without having to replace them. But I will say this, I don't guarantee it's going to work every time. The worse they are, the harder it's going to be, okay? And the longer the process it's going to take, and you still may not succeed, but you might succeed, and that's a big thing. I've had a pretty good range of success over the years doing this with plastic vanes because, well, they're going to take the worst hit. Feathers are pretty simple. They just start to disintegrate, and you get new ones, and you just scrape off the old ones, put on a new set. Yay! But with plastic or rubber vanes, well, they can be straightened, okay? And unless you've got cuts in your veins, yeah, you can fix this, okay? But if you've got like cuts or holes or tears, don't even bother trying this process because it ain't gonna fix it. You're gonna need to get them refletched. And all you need is a hair dryer, okay? Now I'm only gonna do this for a couple minutes, and I'm gonna work on the red one because it's probably one of the worst ones. And we'll see how much this straightens out for us, if at all. Okay, I actually need these arrows for a video I want to do for you guys in the next little bit. So I'm trying to straighten out all the arrows that are affected, which altogether we've got, what, 1, 2, 4, 7 arrows altogether. Now, how successful I am depends on whether or not I'm going to even do that video, because to me these arrows financially are not worth getting them all refletched. There's just way too many of them. If it was just a couple arrows, fine. But otherwise, you know, we could also just fix them up as best as we can and see what kind of results we're going to get in the end anyways. So we'll see how that goes for us. You'll know when that video takes place. So, all right, let's work on this. So fire up your hair dryer. By the way, do not use a heat gun. Those things get way too hot for this. You will melt them. These things don't run quite as hot as a heat gun. So yeah, they're a better choice. So grab your wife's hair dryer or your spouse's hair dryer and go shh. And yeah, I told you to do this, so you're okay, maybe. All we're gonna do is go with high heat, come up close to it, run it back and forth. And because it's twisted in and out, we got to work both sides in and out. Now, once that fletch gets pretty warm, you can go ahead and just run it really close like this. It's getting there, it's getting hot. And then just do that a couple strokes, back off, go back to this. And create a little bit of distance. Kind of an in-out process. Don't concentrate on one spot too long, because you'll fix it, but you'll make another area worse. That's why you want to keep it as constant as possible, back and forth, because it'll just naturally straighten out if you do this correctly, and it's not rubber that's overstretched from all the damage you did, then it should fix itself. Like I said, this is not a guaranteed process. It can work, it does work. I've had good success with it, but I've also had my share of failures, and that means refletching at that point. And if you've got expensive arrows, definitely get them refletched if this fails. But try this first, because, you know, if this works and gives you more life, it does save you money. So now, see, this red one is starting to straighten out a fair amount. So I'm going to let that cool off for a bit. I'm going to work on this green one next. Once I start to see that straighten out a fair bit, I'm going to go to another fletch so I can let that one cool off a little bit, and then we'll come back to it after. Well, this green one's starting to straighten out. Now, you may not get these things 100%, but if you've made a drastic improvement, that's going to make a difference in where your shot's going to land and how it's going to spin in the air. I think we can stop here. But you can see it is helping. It is straightening things out a little bit more, right? This one's getting pretty good. This one I still need a lot of work to go. So between this one and the red one, I'm going to concentrate on them a lot, and then I'll take the odd spin over to this side because it still needs a little bit of work, right? But we don't want to make them too much heat. It depends on how bad it is, how much time you spend on it, really, and there is no timing I can give you. It's when you notice things starting to move and it's doing good, switch to another fletch, you know, and that can help out as well to cool off one while you're working on another. And I can start actually pulling some of this just like this because they're still pretty warm. And that can also help straighten them while they're warm as well. Gives them a bit of pliability that they didn't have before. And even that right there, that actually helped a bit more. That is definitely doing really well. And this one needs more work. But I can just run my finger because it's still a little warm, a little pliable. And just do that. Sometimes you have to. Take a break from the heat and just do this with each one. Get them to pull out. Anyway, so that's your how-to video on how to fix that. That actually came out a lot better. It still needs more work, and I'm going to continue working on these arrows off camera until they're all done, and then I'll decide which ones get refletched, if any at all, and we'll just go from there. So, and you let them cool. Let them cool off for a good couple of hours before you decide to go and shoot them. Because if you shoot them when those things are still got an inner warm core temperature that you may not be able to feel, you'll screw them right back up like that quick. Okay? Anyways, see ya.